incredibly hot, but also really difficult out on track. How much did you have to relearn how to drive this circuit, or was there something you could do to change the car that ultimately would make it more amenable to the track today?
Well, firstly, it's the bumpiest the track's ever been. It's probably the bumpiest track I've ever driven. So that makes it one difficult, but then on two, just generally our car is quite. It bounces a lot. It's different. It's different bouncing to what we've experienced in the past. It's just because it's in a low speed also, so but it's not aero. I think it's just the bumps on the track are making it worse. But otherwise, not really having to learn the track differently. It's just fighting the car. To put a lap together is wow. Yeah.
A whole new challenge.
Holy it's a lot different. I don't remember experiencing it like that before.
Obviously, the cars this year have to be very sort of stiffly sprung in order to make them operate as you need them to. How does that change the feel for you inside the car around this track?
Well, I mean, I remember just back in the day, my first years here, just a light, nimble car going around. It was so much better. But now we have these super heavy cars. They're heavier than ever before. The braking zones are different. It's crazy in 2022 that the tracks aren't as smooth when they've been resurfaced. Technology is still against us, but yeah, as I said, putting the lap together is difficult. But I think we made some improvements going into that session, and it doesn't even feel like when you actually try to put a lap together, the grip doesn't feel terrible. It's just you're like eyeballs coming out the sockets. And so we've got some work to do overnight to try and fix that. As anticipated, I didn't think we would be as quick as the Ferraris and the Red Bulls. Our battles to try and stay ahead of the McLarens, I think.
Is the car bottoming out at any point? Are you finding you're kind of riding the plank and the wheels are lifting, or?
Yeah, I think the locking that I was having was because the car was on the ground, on the deck. So we're going to have to figure out how to get around that with the setup. And then down the straights, yeah, there's some big hits. But as I said, it's different to when we were having bouncing, hitting. It is bouncing, but it's a different kind of feel. Because it's like there's like 100 bumps on just one straight. So I don't know how it is for the others and whether or not they're experiencing the same as us. But it's the bumpiest roller coaster ride ever.
I know you love driving this circuit. What do you need overnight to bring back the time and I guess a little bit more of the enjoyment?
Well, it's not that I didn't enjoy it. As I said, I didn't really put like great laps together. Good sector 1 and 2's kind of almost there, and then 3 wasn't there. I think the best laps of the day were really in like P1, the first few laps. So yeah, we'll study the day, so we'll try and figure out how we can, as I said, we can improve the bumps, and yeah, I really hope for a better day tomorrow. It feels like the car's got the potential to be up there, almost up there with the guys, but there's all these things that are just kind of hindering us a little bit. But we won't stop fighting.